All right, what's going on, guys? So got the radio. It's basically an Android 10-inch radio. That's the brand right there. I will have the link in the bio. Let's see what comes in here. Stay open. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The back of it. Looks pretty good. Pretty big screen. Okay, and all the wires that come with it. Probably not gonna use all of them, but I'm still probably gonna just connect it. That might be like a Wi-Fi, not sure. Wi-Fi and GPS, either or. I know that's what one of these do. I just don't know which one. And then you got your camera. Let's see what else it brings here. I think this is like your regular radio wire right here. I think this is your AC controls right here. Let's see. Yeah, AC controls. More wires, mic, probably front and rear camera, stuff like that. USB. And I think it's another USB, I think. I don't know, it brings a lot of stuff. Most of these things I'm not going to use. I'm still probably going to connect it and just leave it in there, but this is all it brings. So let's get to taking this apart. All right, so I'm going to start off with taking this thing out. Just clip it off. Then you take a screwdriver, flat screwdriver, take this out. Man, that's dirty in there. And then you'll have a screw right here. I think there's two of them, one there and one over here. Okay, so take it out. Careful with the cable back here. Then there's one right here. And one right here. Jeez, man, why is it so dirty, bro? I don't even know. So after you get those two bolts out, it's kind of awkward, but you basically just slide it out. It's kind of awkward trying to do it with one hand, but you just slide it out. Okay, so it's out. And now up here, you try to get either something plastic like this, and then you pry up right here. When you get this up, you pull towards you, and then this top part will come off. And then down here, I want to say it's these two, but you're gonna have two down here, which I think is this one and that one. And then when you remove this, there's gonna be three on top. Okay, so just like that, pry it from here, and then you pull it towards you, and it comes out. There goes the three bolts that I said right there. Okay, got that done. When you pull this towards you, make sure you actually grab the radio, because there's a part back here that's a part of the dash. So if you pull too hard, you might end up breaking it. So just try not to pull the whole thing. There we go. This thing is like 1,000 pounds, man. Just gotta disconnect the wires, and I'll show you that piece I'm talking about. Okay, so this is that piece I was talking about. Like if you end up trying to take the radio out, you might break this. So well, you got two wires basically right here. Wire, antenna, and that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's it. This other wire that I had, this is the previous owner had basically like the aux wire, so that doesn't really count. Yeah, so I'm gonna wire all these wires up to this and then should be good. Okay, so got everything up. So I figured out that this square one here, well, it's gonna be your GPS, and then this one is your 4G antenna. And then I basically put everything. The only ones I didn't put was the USB, or yeah, I didn't put these in. I will never use that, but the rest, it's already in here just in case, you know, camera, subwoofer, whatever I put in, it's already here. Okay, I just want to point out real quick this thing here. All right, so whenever you connect this blue one, if you have the same one as me, this blue one is gonna have an extra wire, which is this one here. So that one connects to the bottom right there, and then it runs to that one that's moving right there. Actually has an actual plug, which it took me a little bit to figure out. So basically off of this one, it plugs in down there, and then it runs up and plugs on to there, which plugs in to here. If this thing would focus right there. Okay, so it took me a little bit to figure that out. So yeah, just wanted to throw that in there just in case. All right, so for the antenna and GPS, I just placed it on the panel on the bottom. I put it kind of right in the middle to make sure that nothing was in the way. So when you slide it in, you should be good to go. Okay, so got it all done. It works. The only issue I had was with the whole AC. For some reason the modes wasn't popping up like that. All I did was reset the whole, I went to the settings and just reset the whole thing, erased everything and resetted it, and it started working. Like even this works now. So that started working. CarPlay and Bluetooth, all that works. The only thing I went and did, every car is different, but if you go to the factory, and I see different ones with different numbers, but mine is, some are 000, some are 888. So it'll say it on the actual book. Only thing I did was went in here and I changed that from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Just went there and changed that. There's a whole bunch of settings that you can touch and work with it. That's the only one I switched. There's a whole bunch of settings in here that you can mess around with. I didn't touch any of that. And let me see. I'm trying to remember where I went. Nope. And then here, for this stuff, for the steering wheel, all I did was whenever you want it for the volume up or volume down, I basically held it, and then you come over here and tap on the one that you want. So if you want up, down, you just hold it on here and then click it on here, and then you'll mark it basically, you see. I got those marked. The front and forward, front and backwards. And for modes, I just chose just the settings, but you can put it however you want. So yeah, that's about it really. And as you can see, like let me see if it pops up. See the volume? I'm using the, see, it all works. So all good for now. That'll be the end of the video, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.